Hey everyone, it's Paul from Paul's Toy Room, and today I'm showing you how to make an inexpensive mic for your G.I. Joe figures that have microphones that may have gotten lost and you don't want to spend a lot of money on a microphone to make your figure look good rather than have a hole in the side of their head. Now, I know for those purists out there that this is a taboo and it's not something that you guys like to do, but for someone like me, I do a lot of customs, and for my aircraft carrier I had a lot of lift tickets that didn't have microphones that I'm using for ground crew and stuff like that. Instead of spending $20 to $40 on a little piece of plastic for a microphone, I said let me just make some of my own, and I tried several different ways, but I found out that this one actually looks like the best. So what I do is I take from the accessory pack, the very first battle pack, the breaker headset here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wire for it. Now the good thing about this is you actually get two mics out of one of these. These are fairly inexpensive from the accessory packs, and if you buy Joes in lots and everything, you're usually you get a couple of these. And also, in my opinion, this cord here, if you put it on breaker and you have it going into his backpack, he's the only person that needed this. There's not too many people that you're going to put this on. Though again, for my flag, I did use the headsets on a lot of the helmeted crew that I made. I'll have a video up of the crew that I made, all the custom crew for the flag, at a later time. But today this is just about making microphones for your figures if you want a cheap and inexpensive way out. You can also use wire. You can go to Home Depot, buy thin wire, and you can move the mic around and everything. That's also a good way. But let me show you how to do that in case you're interested in doing it this way. Another cool thing about this is, yes, it's not the original piece, but it's still a G.I. Joe piece. It's not just some arbitrary part that you're using off the shelf. It is a G.I. Joe piece. All right, so let's get started. I'll show you what you do. So the first thing you want to do, you want to figure out what your length is going to be. So on this, the first thing I do is I get a tweezer, I'm sorry, not a tweezer, but a nail cutter, and you want to cut as close as you possibly can to the headset. So you get that in there really good, because you want to use both sides. Just snip it off. So one cut should really get you going. And you can see you have that end, and then you have the other accessory end that would go into the backpack. So now you have two microphone heads. Now all you need to do from here is trim it to the proper length. And that again, that depends on your personal style, like how you want it to go. So we've got heavy metal here, and this is the piece that I trimmed for heavy metal. Now I do use Tamiya glue. Now the good thing about this, no matter what glue you use, for some reason with G.I. Joe plastic, it doesn't stick very well. If anybody's ever tried to repair a vehicle, everybody knows it doesn't stick too well. So just put a little bit on there. So you'll be able to put this in and you'll be able to take it out. In case you ever, get to the point where you go, oh, I want a real headset. And you'll get that to work. So you just put that in there. And then you want to position that where you want. Now, I had already, bent this to where I wanted it, but it's not a bad look. You know, and with this glue, you know, you can, it's just enough to keep it tacky. So it'll dry and it won't stay there forever. You can pull that out and still put an original microphone in if you ever want. So lift ticket, I did the same thing. And that's for lift ticket. So again, you know, it's not the original, but it does look like a military style microphone. And this way, you know, your guys can have the mic. And there you go. Take a look at them a little closer. And there they are. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was a little, you know, a little help for those guys like me who, you know, I just want my guys to look good. I'm going to play and display my stuff. Anything I can do to make my figures look as close as they did from the original figures. You know, reproduction pieces, not my gig. I'd rather have something that I made than a reproduction piece on my figures. With the exception, of course, of the O-rings or the screws. If you get them secondhand, I don't consider them an accessory. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and also like us on Instagram at Paul's_toy_room. Have a great day and be safe.